Alright, welcome back to the channel. So today it's painting time, spray painting time even. So I've got a couple of walls that are a bit like this little bit here that are brick, and I need to be able to paint them, but if I use a paintbrush I'm going to be there for days. So rather than do that, I've bought a spray gun. So it's only a little one. It's a copy of the Ryobi One Plus brand of things. Ryobi don't no longer make a spray gun, so I found this copy thing online. So I've got that, and we'll see how that goes. And I've got a couple of walls. So I've got this one. I've got one behind the camera over there, and I've got one in another room in the back of the house. Actually, I've got two other walls in the back of the house I've got to paint that are brick. So we'll go and get it and show you what it looks like and give it a rundown and give it a spray. Alright, so this is the unit. Obviously, paint in here, paint out there. And normal Ryobi One Plus type battery goes in there. And I've given it a quick test spray before. It seems to work okay. I think my paint mix is a little bit thick. So there's a formula, and you're supposed to use a special cup to test whether it's the right mixture or not. I don't have one, so I've just sort of done it a little bit by eye based on some of the information available online as to what that mix should be. But maybe I think for this it could be a little bit thinner as such, because it's spraying out a little bit clumpy, so that's a sign of it being a bit too thick. So I'll amend my mixes for the future ones, and I'll grab a battery because it's a little bit powerless at the moment, and get into it. Alright, and we're back and we're all powered up, but it's not going to last very long because I can't keep the charge in the battery quick enough before it goes flat after I use them at the moment. And I've only got one charge here with me today, so that's my fault. But we have some power, we have some paint. Let's paint. And yep, like I said, battery wasn't fully charged, so she's ended herself already. So I'll grab another battery when one's charged enough and hit it again. Alright, welcome back. So I got bored with trying to keep up with changing batteries and painting and coming back to record because the batteries weren't lasting long enough and they were taking too long to charge, and I had to get rid of the paint that I had because otherwise it would dry and clog up. So I just went ahead and painted away. So at the moment this is where I'm up to. So you can see I've got a nice coat on there. They still look very yellow, even though there's like 3 or 4 coats of paint actually on that, except for the wall either side of it that's only got the one coat on it. So obviously I'm going to have to put a few more coats on there to get a decent white coat on there. But you can see the wall either side of it's taken the paint really well. And while I was at it, I also did this wall over here that was blue, and you can see the blue on to the left there. And that one's been done as well. So that's taken probably a couple of litres of paint, so that's not too bad. So I will recharge all the batteries overnight and see how I go in the morning and see if I can get another decent coat on before I give up for the day. So now we've moved to the other room, which is actually unfortunately it's just a toilet. But as you can see, the walls are the same sort of rendering as the other section that I was showing you. And I need to make them white because this is just a really dark and dingy. It's a very small room. I won't try and actually show too much of it to you, but it's just a really small room and it's in need of some love and tender care. And we've put a roof in it, sorry, a ceiling, and it just needs a bit of an update, mainly due to some of the work that's been done down there from some pipes bursting, and also over here where a new system was put in. So we're just going to freshen it up. So just got the spray gun going again, and there we go. And this is as far as I got before the battery decided to run out, but it's certainly making a difference to the room already, because it's just so much brighter just having that, because it was really dark and dingy having that brown wall there before. So I'll go and grab another battery and I'll get back into it some more. Alright, so first coat is now mostly officially done. It looks so much brighter in here already, it's great. So the only bits I haven't done is down along the floor there. One, because the floor's a mess, and I've just got to mask it off and then redo that bit. And I haven't done some of the bits around the sink here because I need a smaller brush than the one that I brought with me today. And what else have I got to do? Oh, there's some bits along this edge here. I just need a finer brush to be able to get into some of those gaps. So I will bring another brush with me next time when I do the second coat. But as far as making this room look bigger and brighter, it certainly does. It's still a tiny little room, but it's certainly much better and certainly nicer. Alright, so as you can see, I did a bit more last night after I logged off from you guys, and the wall is now looking nice and white, except for some of the gaps between the bricks, but I'll touch those up. But did I do it with the sprayer? No. Old school. So the whole point of this was I thought that the sprayer would be a better choice for doing this, because I wouldn't be trying to push the paintbrush into gaps and be spending a lot of time doing it. I think that my paint mixture was too thick, so it was making it really hard for the sprayer to do it, and obviously not having charged batteries for the sprayer made it a lot harder as well, because I was waiting for batteries to charge and standing around doing nothing while they were charging. I had some paint left over that didn't fit in the spray bottle, so I figured while I was waiting for one of the batteries to charge, I'd start doing some of the edges up the top there, and there's a bit over there that I've done as well. And then I thought, well, I've still got a bit of paint left, I'll just have a crack at doing that. And obviously, from my perspective, it was painting up a lot quicker and wider than the sprayer was doing. So I did basically that whole wall in about a quarter of the time that it took me to do all the painting that I did yesterday using the spray gun. It still works okay. I think I'll probably just play with the mixture on when I've actually got some time and see how that goes. But in the meantime, it'll be back to the paintbrush. And as you can see, this one's turned out not too bad as well. This one was painted by the spray gun only, so it was looking a little bit yellow yesterday, but I think that was just maybe because the paint hadn't actually dried. So it's actually turned out all right, so I'm not too upset about that one. I'll probably still give it another coat anyway. So I'm now off to go and paint the rest of the toilet that I was showing you yesterday, and I won't bore you with the details of that, but I'll take a video once I've finished it, and we'll see how it turns out as well. Alright, well thanks everyone for sticking to the end. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Happy to start a conversation down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.